think a lot will depend as Raisi begins to assemble his team. We're at least a few weeks away, probably, from any meaningful progress one way or the other. At best, we are hitting the pause button on the negotiations. I think both countries, both teams, were hoping for a quick, easy victory, a quick return to the JCPOA, both the outgoing Rouhani administration and the incoming Biden administration. That was perhaps, in retrospect, not very realistic, given the enormous technical and political complexity of peeling back the hundreds of sanctions that were added in the final months of the Trump administration, which were always a critical demand of Iran. And of course, I think, look, at the end of the day, there's all this stuff about sort of hardliners and liberals and reformists and so on. Iran's position on the nuclear issue has always been fairly consistent. I mean, there are changes of tone and approach and strategy, but the red lines have always been the same. And they are probably stronger than they ever have been. Iran at this point is looking for an ironclad guarantee that any deal that is renegotiated cannot be something that can be withdrawn from by the United States for obvious reasons, and that the sanctions are meaningfully repealed. Those are both very difficult things for the Biden administration to be able to deliver. So we'll have to wait and see.
Well, there was so much hope in the Biden administration. President Biden had promised that the United States would re-enter JCPOA. That obviously has not happened yet. So, Michael Franken, let me ask you this. Has anything really changed when it comes to the United States strategy in dealing with Iran?
Well, I'm not a member of the administration, so I speak as a citizen, but I think time is on our hands. I don't believe that an immediate agreement is going to come soon, but ultimately time will assist us in figuring out what the American domestic politics permit, and also provide an option, a menu of other things that the Iranians can do, and also the United States and other signatories can perhaps make alterations to the original agreement to make it a fruition. We need to remember that most of the players who worked on this thing, that worked on this agreement 6 years ago, are in this administration now. So the United States has a solid team involved in this, as the EU does as well, and I think ultimately we'll be successful in doing this.